Whoa, hey, we are back. Welcome to another Carvers and Creators, a weekly demonstration and discussion with pumpkin carvers, sculptors, and multi-talented artists from around the world. First, we ask that you give us a like and a follow on the platform you're watching us on. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from, and if you have any questions for the carvers or our special guest. Let's meet the carvers. Yeah, let's do it.
Right on.
Okay.
Oh, hey, I know
He's
this
an
guy.
artist and sculptor from Boston, Massachusetts. He was a judge on season 3 of Outrageous Pumpkins on the Food Network. Paul Dever, welcome.
There he is.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Good to be back.
Happy Thursday to you too. Next, he's a multimedia sculpture artist from Tucson, Arizona, and a finalist on Halloween Wars 2019 on the Food Network, Matt Harper.
Bienvenidos. Hello, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, multilingual tonight.
Oh, bueno. Something.
Man of the people.
Our guest tonight is a sculptor, creature designer, and monster maker from Adana, Turkey, where it is 3 o'clock in the morning. Please welcome Ahu Cokol. Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for this. Well, I'm so happy right now. Yeah.
That makes 4 of us.
I'm excited a little. Yeah.
Oh,
You're going to kill it. This is
Us
really
too.
cool.
This is going to be great.
yes. Thank you for being here.
Yes, thanks.
My name is Michael Mondragon. I'll be running the show, moderating comments, and chiming in from time to time.
You'd
Look
better.
at him.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that
Oh,
Hey,
stop.
stunner.
Oh, stop.
You little nasty monkey.
Stop.
You're
Let's
hot.
check out our sculpts from actually 2 weeks ago. The prompt was Crying Frank, and Paul, outstanding.
Mission accomplished. It's a Frankenstein. And of course, like everybody does, I went the easy way out and put pumpkin seeds for tears.
Oh, I would never do that in a million years, Paul.
No, why would
We
you
just
ever?
see mine. But it's so great. The thing I love about it, Paul, is like you did something I didn't do, and I wish I did when I saw it. I'm like, damn it! Was the color, the darker color stitches? I thought that is so well done, and it's like makes it anyway. It just makes it totally look more dimensional and better. So good job.
Oh, thank you. You know, desperation and lack of proper preparation really brings out the best in me.
Always.
I've had the worst luck with the pumpkins this year. Around the shape of them, I didn't have any really cool shaped ones. I couldn't find any. Don't know what it is. I think I was the only one that couldn't find them, but I made do with beach balls, so that's good. Wait, watch next year. You know, if I find some good ones, look out.
Watch out, people. Yeah.
And well, great minds think alike. I couldn't believe that.
Like looking in a mirror.
Totally.
What an idiot I am. No, as soon as I got finished, I'm like, he looked angry. He didn't look like he was crying to me. So I'm like, okay, let me get the tears. And then just got a donor pumpkin and pulled out a bunch of them. Yeah. Anyway, but it is a fun effect, especially when they're kind of floating off the face a little bit. It makes it look like they're coming out.
Yeah, the little wire. Dude, the mouth on this thing and the way the stitches are tying back into
like pulling them back up. Yeah.
Oh boy, look at what we did with the bolts too. You know what it is? It's like one of us, it's like when a person is with another person for too long and they start having the same personality.
Yeah.
When am I going to start getting taller?
Well, when are you going to start losing your hair? That's what I want to know. But you know what's more important, Paul? I like purposefully, I see what you're doing before you do it. Now, just for everybody out there in TV land, we don't know what we're doing until we post it. So Paul, I don't see what he does or anything like that. But if you look back, they were, I think, miles apart, like a year or two ago, right? Like you do something, I would do something completely same subject, same subject, totally different thing. Now they're like, we're getting these are pretty goddamn close. So
I have to look at the screen and be like, he's doing the same thing I am again. We're thinking the same way, which is a good thing. We're a united front here on Carvers and Creators.
Right.
Yes.
It is a family. It's a family.
And I don't know how you got that deep, but damn, you got the back molars. You got wisdom teeth in there. I could see that he has tonsillitis. Like that is deep.
He's got bad breath. The whole thing. Yeah.
Did you bust through?
in the very back of his mouth. For whatever reason, this, and I have another one tonight, but it's this Camaro pumpkin. I think Camaro.
Oh, you were saying that, yeah.
Bitchin' Camaro, and they're like heavier than they look, which just means they're thicker. But I was really pleased with it, especially after things. I mean, that was what, Thanksgiving-ish, right? I mean, when we did it right before. So it had been after Halloween, so it'd been out for a while. So anyway, whatever. I'm happy.
I keep that on my radar. What is it called? Camaro?
Bitchin' Camaro. Yeah, I don't know about the bitchin' part, but Camaro.
Awesome.
And I swear I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna harvest the seeds, Paul, because I really do want to like try to take the like wolf seeds and all the really good ones that are thick and see if I can give them to somebody who knows how to grow a pumpkin. I can't, but somebody does.
I think you just put them in the ground and water them a lot. I think that's all it really takes.
I wanted to give a quick shout out to my buddy Kevin, who's actually watching us from the LA International Airport. He's going to fly to London and he's watching the show. So no excuses out there. We need everybody to watch no matter what they're doing.
Yeah, right.
Safe out there.
Yeah.
But,
Appreciate it, bud.
Safe travel.
And he's got 90 minutes, so he can watch the whole thing.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
Exactly.
Way to plan your trip right. Good job.
Right, yeah, but you couldn't even watch a soccer match because after watching the World Cup, I realized there's stoppage time.
There's stoppage time, right? Exactly.
See, I'm learning.
So I work in pixels and vectors, and here is my offering for tonight. The Crying Frank. This one, there's a lot to take in here.
I can see a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So, Ahu, I'm not sure of how much you know American pop culture, but there was in the 70s, there was a very famous commercial where there was a lot of pollution. And there was an American Indian who had a tear, and everybody kind of like, it was very, very iconic. And that Indian is actually back there in the TV. And so like I was trying to figure out a reason why the Frank would be crying. And then there you go, because of all the pollution and all the junk. So if you have any reference, if you know anything about this, it is time to get your colonoscopy. That
means you're old.
Yeah, very old, very old.
You even lost me on that part.
Exactly. So it's probably at least 50-year reference right there. 50-year.
Go start paying for your casket now.
Very good. Well, Ahu, I'd like to introduce you to the fourth member of Carvers and Creators responsible for our carving subject tonight. It is the Hollow Wheel, the Center Spinner, and as always, Paul will tell you more about it right now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Another Thursday night. Okay, so here's the wheel. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin it twice. The first time when we spin it is going to be the character. The second time will be the emotion. So what we have for choices tonight are troll, lady, which I added at the last second because we kind of dropped the ball on that. We forgot to pull them. But female faces are always difficult for us, so let's challenge ourselves. So we have troll, lady, Santa, old, elf, Krampus, robust, aquatic, insect, and guest choice. So have one ready in case. Our choices for emotions are clueless, smug, jolly, embarrassed, guest choice again, insane, drunk, creepy, nervous, or crying. Those are some choices. And I did litter the board such as like a Christmas tree with holiday festive choices.
It's that time of year.
Yeah, hey, what are you gonna do? Ain't important a stone. Lady!
Oh, damn it.
The one space, Maddie. The one space.
The one I hated the most.
Please. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter.
No,
they're all funny. Here we go. Big spin, no whammies. Crying.
Ooh.
Oh, Lord. A crying lady.
We just said a crying Frank. Now we got to
do you want to spin it again?
Nope. This just ensures that I will be retiring crying for. Crying was going on timeout after this week.
Yeah, it's you've overstayed your welcome crying. So remember, here you go. Wow.
This is my thing, actually, crying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're happy about it. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Perfect.
So Ahu, you are creating with us tonight, right?
Yeah. I have some monster clay, and also I have that base, and actually it's base. It's
Oh, the
female.
Cokol. Yeah.
Okay.
From Mr. Whitesell, and I use this. Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Okay, I have a skull too. Mine's basically that's the skull right there.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna take it away and bring it out, if that makes any sense. If I can find a shape that gets, I'm so jealous you have a pumpkin right now. I really can't even tell you how mad I am.
Yeah.
No pumpkin envy, Paul.
Serious pumpkin envy.
Okay.
All right.
So if you're carving or creating with us, we're going to give you 5 minutes to get your tools together, get your carving oil while we go around the horn and see what our carving oil is for tonight. Ahu, what are I know it's very early for you, so you're probably not having an adult beverage. What are you drinking today for you?
Yeah, actually, I'm drinking coffee because I have to be awake. And yeah, I'm drinking coffee right now.
All right, that makes total sense.
And it's Turkish coffee. It's got to be Turkish coffee, right? The good stuff, the Turkish coffee.
No, it's filtered coffee actually.
Technically, it is Turkish coffee.
Yeah, but you're in Turkey, so.
Yeah.
Everything technically is turkey. If she's, it could be Spanka for all we know.
Yeah.
Right, Matt. What do you got?
I went to the old tried and true favorite of little brown water and
All right.
Coke. But you know, it's funny. I said this in the pre-show. I actively looked for a Turkish beer at a place, and I was so mad that I couldn't find one. I didn't buy anything. I just left. So, and I thought this is one liquor store in Tucson that has everything. And there's this wall of and like maybe like Middle Eastern something, and it was just there was nothing. So I just pouted and took my ball and went home.
Usually it's harder liquor. The Turks like the harder liquor. So
yeah, next year.
Oh, what do you got?
So I will be drinking a Turkish delight, which is raku tonight. Right? Did I say it right?
Raku.
Yeah.
Raku. Yeah. I'm only kidding. I don't have that. I'm literally going to have school ribbon. I don't have any.
Pretty much the same thing, right?
It's right after Thanksgiving. Who has beer left after Thanksgiving?
That's true.
it.
I just haven't had the time, fellas. It's been a busy week.
That's right. We have jobs.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the guy who does a craft beer channel on Tuesday nights, of course, has a full supply of craft beer. So mine tonight is Spinning My Wheels. This is a hazy IPA. If I can.
Oh yeah, that's a kind of a cool can.
Yeah. They always have really cool artwork, and it's actually more Matt's terrain than
Arizona
desert. All right,
Arizona related.
Are those saguaros?
Saguaros.
They appear to be saguaros on that can.
Yes. Well, cheers to our creations tonight. Ahu, thank you so much for being here tonight.
Everybody.
We appreciate it, and we're going to see some of your phenomenal work. Yes, Kevin knows Green Cheek. Yeah, he knows it all too well. I wanted to put up some of Ahu's work. Actually, I want to start at the beginning.
Sure.
How'd you get into art? Were you a student in art, or did you just pick it up on your own?
Well, actually, I'm always interested in art since my childhood. I always love about everything about art. And well, when I was a child, I loved drawing. Now, not so much. I'm not good at drawing, but I'm not an art student actually. I'm actually an environmental engineer, by the way, but I've never worked. Yeah, I graduated to university, but it's I don't like that. I don't like that jobs, and I always wanted to be an artist. And actually, well, I'm sorry. Just sometimes I need to think about it.
Take your time.
Okay. Well, but okay. So sorry. Just a minute. I need a minute. I'm so sorry for this. But yeah, speaking in English, it's just sometimes hard, and that's why I noted something. I take a note sometimes. Something.
Oh,
Hey,
I-
you're talking to a couple of guys that struggle with this language on a daily basis, and we grew up
Yes.
with it.
Yes.
exactly.
So you take your time.
Yeah.
We're
We
new.
speak very little Turkish, by the way. Very little.
That's to none, really. I mean,
Yeah, almost none. I mean, pretty much, right?
I didn't know what rock was until a second ago.
Well, I mean, I can sympathize with you, Ahu, because you're talking about like going to college for something that you're not into now and wanting to have something else. Oh, it's very similar. I got pushed into I can't say pushed. I walked into a career path that I'm in, but I wish I had the fortitude to stay and do art. But I'm doing it later in life. But anyway, sorry. On with your story. I just figured it. I can see some similarities there.
Do you see? But I always feel like a lot of great artists too have a different career, right? Or they went to school for something else and then realized they were an artist. Because if you go all in that early on being an artist, unless you're surrounded by other artists that are, say, your parents or whatever, all it takes is one person to say, you can't make any money at art. All right? How are you going to support a family? You can't be an artist. And that's what happened to me. So now I'm stuck in the corner of a basement with a different career, but I got my tools, so I showed you.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. By the way, I'm here again. I'm so sorry for this break.
Go for it.
I apologize.
Yeah. I always wanted to be an artist, and actually, I had a lot of fears from my childhood, and I actually had a hard time about it, and I just wanted to reflect my feelings with art. I think art is the most beautiful way, and I realized that thing since in my childhood, and then I I I always draw something. I was always drawing something, and I was trying to improve myself, and but I can I cannot make art some part in my life, and then I bought a package of monster clay, and actually I guess 4 years ago or something. I'm not sure, but actually I sculpted. I started to sculpt with pandemic. Yeah, at that time
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
and I started to sculpt something.
But 4 years, that's it? That's all you've been sculpting is for 4 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
So and it caught fire during the pandemic. You did a lot more because you had time, I imagine. Is that right?
Yeah. I've been always in my home, and yeah, I had a lot of time.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. It's only been that amount of time. So you were able to translate the 2D art into 3D fairly easy just because of your training, I imagine, right?
Yeah, I'm a hard worker actually. I love working, and that's why I don't like drawing so much. It's just not my thing. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm not sure about it. Yeah, but sculpting is just different for me. Yeah, I love sculpting. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why.
Well, that goes for a lot of people. I know I feel the same way about drawing, I guess, is the way you do. I can draw a little bit. I don't find I enjoy it, but I don't get the same enjoyment as I do when I sculpt, whether it's with clay, additive, or with anything else subtractive. I enjoy it so much more. It's like it quiets the voices or the chatter, right? So
The demons.
if I could sit down, I could be having the worst day, everything's going crazy. If I just sit down, and then all of a sudden a couple hours have gone by, and I can kind of breathe again.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I totally understand with the drawing. I think I draw once a year. I got my one in for the year, so I'm good. Look at all.
It's just amazing. I mean, what kind of tools do you use on a regular basis?
Well, I love monster clay, and I usually use monster clay, and then I don't have so many tools. I usually use that tools, but I think it's you cannot see, but yeah, that
Oh, there
tools.
we go. Okay.
Yeah, and my hands, my fingers.
Okay.
I don't use so many tools. Yeah, being it's sculpting.
It's just fantastic.
But I have um, but I have airbrush and airbrush colors. I love Tim Gore's Bloodline. By the way, I think it's the best. And also, I also learned molding and casting parts, and I have some tools about it too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
the molding and casting was that. Do you enjoy it? Because we talked to different artists, and some just accept that they have to do it. Other ones really like it. Other ones just it's a necessity and they hate it. How do you feel about molding and casting?
I don't like molding and casting parts. I think it's so hard, and I hate that air bubbles. I hate that. I have a vacuum tank, but still I have so many air bubbles, and yeah, I don't like that molding and casting parts. That's why I use sometimes cosplay. It's another
Cosplay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Cosplay's great.
Flexible.
Yeah.
yeah.
We were talking with a model builder, Chris Notbush, and he was telling us about how he's exclusively that because it's still he can harden it, but it's still flexible, so he can make like feathers that are he can moldable and still bendable. So they without snapping like other baked epoxies or those kind of clays. So that's really cool.
It's really great. Yeah.
Yeah, you have fans watching, Ahu. Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Notbush is unbelievable. Yeah, when you talk about the air bubbles when you're casting, I have that same problem. It's always in like the same spots, like tops of ears or in those little crevices where air can't escape. I got to reach out because I got to do some casting of some stuff too. I'm going to find us the way to fix that, and I'm going to share it with you, and we'll never have another air bubble again. I swear.
I won't.
Paul, is that like? Do you have to have like one of those pots, like what do you call those air pressure pots? Like
you should. There's some silicones and resins that say you don't need it, but you really do. I mean, I don't have one, so that's the problem. So that's why I really never ever cast anything. Or when I do, I spend the extra money for the stuff that doesn't need to be degassed, and then I say egads because I have a friggin' air bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got. Here's like the last thing I ever casted years ago. So this little fella here.
Oh yeah.
Wow, it looks great.
Yeah, well, right behind. See the air bubble?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when I kind of threw in the towel. Now he just sits on my oil tank.
He has no choice now.
He has nothing. He just stares at me and laughs. He's looking right at me.
Yeah. There is a question. Do you make molds with the cosplay too, Ahu?
No, I've never been tried to make molds with cosplay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can make molds out of cosplay. I guess because it firms up, right?
Yes,
I'm learning.
Look at that.
They're unique. Hey,
Pat.
Well, here we go. Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I love Oscar Wilde and I love Dorian Gray. Yeah. It's fun.
So cool. So were you inspired by monster movies or like how did you come to have your style?
Well, actually, I'm not a horror fan. Actually, it's funny, but horror movies just scare me a lot.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wearing Scooby-Doo shirts because I love movies, but also they scare me a lot. And actually, I love horror characters and dark characters or dark creatures because I think their feelings are real. I think so because feeling of angry or sadness or something, they are. I think they're real. They don't have masks. Yeah, they're bad. They're evil maybe, but they don't have any masks, and that's why I love I love horror characters, and also and also sorry again. Wait, and also I'm just
I think you're just a fan of the genre by looking at this photo.
Well, that's-
I didn't notice
I-
that chair before. That's a great
Yeah,
picture. That's a photo.
I have to focus sometimes. I cannot
Oh,
think in
no
English.
worries. Yeah, take
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, and one of the things I love about like your choices of the things you sculpt, obviously they're interesting to you. But you gotta have you good pumpkins in there too. I'm like, oh, she knows she's after my own heart if she's already carving pumpkins out of into these crazy characters. But I mean like the face of the old man with the big teeth. I'm trying to remember you just had it on there, Mickey, a minute ago.
Oh, beforehand.
Uncle Creepy.
The two brothers, those guys. What those? I love those characters so much, and they actually are fantastic. That would be perfect for a pumpkin, right, Paul? I mean, look at that.
Yeah, Bergholtz already did it.
Shape is just awesome.
Bergholtz did both of them.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, he
That's
did.
really
That's
what-
right.
Back in the
Okay.
beginning when it started like kicking off when
That's where I saw it. Okay, I love those
Ray and
guys.
India.
Yeah.
Great, by the way. And the Beverage, right?
Oh
He's
yeah,
so good.
he's so inspiring. We love that guy.
Yeah, he's
Inspiring.
awesome.
Um,
Yeah, but this one, getting back to this real quick. Can you do me a favor and nope, go forward again.
Oh, sorry.
That needs to be made into a 500-piece puzzle.
Yeah.
Because there's so much going on there, but it'd be a real difficult puzzle because it's kind of, the monotone.
Yeah.
I hate puzzles, and I would do that puzzle.
Yeah. Super.
I would start on the outside and then figure out the inside after.
Actually, I wanted to find my own styles, and this is my goal actually. That's why I'm always trying to different creatures, but in the same style. I'm trying to find my style. I still cannot find actually, but I'm doing my best for this. And
You
This
never
is-
know. You never
This is
know
my-
when your style. Somebody
Oh.
tells you, "Oh, that's
Yeah.
great."
yeah,
Oh,
I
baby.
love her so much, and there are a lot of details in her body actually. But
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe you can see or not.
The skin, yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I have that in a picture later that I'll show.
Oh, good.
It's fantastic.
Thank
So
you.
cool.
I used a lot of reference photos for this. I look at so many baby parrots, newborn parrots.
Oh, baby parrots are the ugliest things on earth. I love them. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank God, baby parrots don't speak English either, Matt. That would have been awful for
Yeah,
baby parrots.
I would have a hate
The
group.
ugliest things on earth.
Yeah, they're terrible looking. They're just like, how is it? Yeah, look at that. Oh,
Oh, that's
so
great.
cool.
Wow,
Yeah,
I'm
so much
so hard
detail.
for this. Yeah.
that's a tough effect to get too. That's cool.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah. Is that like all those little goosebumps maybe? But those little tiny spots are those added or is that are you carving around them? Are you digging in?
I'm carving.
Carving
I'm
around. Okay.
carving. Yeah.
So cool. What a great effect.
Those are parrot pox, Matt.
Thank you. Parrot pox, monkey pox, but
Takes forever. Takes forever.
Oh, I bet. Oh my god.
Oh,
So do people commission you? And I know you make copies of them, so I know you're able to to sell them and make a living. When it comes to like a character, do you get like commissions to say I want you to do X, Y, or Z, or is it something that comes out of your head and you see what your market is? I mean, I'm always interested in that.
I'm sorry, but I cannot.
Are people paying you, commissioning you to bake specific things, or is it something you just make out of your head and then sell later?
Oh no, I'm not good at selling, and I'm not good at taking. I don't know that word, but I love working just with my own style, and I just sculpt whatever I want. And
Oh,
actually,
okay.
my work, yeah.
That's
my
it.
work
That
is-
was the answer. Yeah. Okay.
You don't take direction from anybody. People don't say, make this for me. You make your own.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing a hell of a job so far.
Yeah, I mean, you're certainly making things that are really, really interesting, and I mean, like just basically the first few photos we've seen of your work are clearly, you're a talented, very talented person. I'm always fascinated to see what's next in your mind. Do you have like a specific like creature or character that's like eating away at you that you just got to make? Like the next one you're gonna make, kind of thing. Do you have one that you just really want to make?
I have a cloud in mind. That's why I never know the next one. I'm just sitting in my table and then sculpting something, and actually it's always change. It always change. Maybe I to make an owl, but I made an alien. It always change. That's why I wanted to make some tutorial videos actually, but that's why my working style, it's so hard, and that's why I cannot make any videos because it's always changing. Well, yeah, I'm learning.
Paul and I can sympathize. We can totally sympathize because when we start making anything, it's always different, right, Paul? I mean, like it always comes out different than we intended. It always, like, even if we have a reference, what ends up, you make one wrong little move with a carving tool and it becomes a different sculpt altogether, and then it goes in another direction sometimes completely and becomes, like you said, like it could be it started out as a zombie, now it's an alien, or anything like that. It can always change, which is nice with pumpkins and clay because it's
yeah. Well, that's the reason we spin the wheel too, though, is so that the lack of reference forces you to kind of just go with the flow so that you don't put any pressure on yourself to adhere to any rules, right? So right. If I had a picture in front of me and everybody could see it, I would be scared just to death, because I would feel the pressure of are the eyes symmetrical? Is the mouth the right shape? What am I doing wrong with the nose? Whereas this, I can just talk, scrape away, and go, huh, look at that. Look what I did. Look at that. That came up on the wheel. That was funny.
Yep.
So I kind of, and the same thing with sculpting. If I'm using clay or something, I'll have a loose idea of what I want to do, really loose. Like I'll know if it's going to be a face or if it's going to be a monster or a dragon, or do I want to do a hand? Do I want to do a hand study or a nose study? But a lot of times, no matter what I'm sculpting or carving, I just go with the flow, whatever feels right. Yeah. Sometimes you squish your thumb into the clay and you're like, oh, that's cool. That catches the light. Maybe that's where the cheek should go. Maybe now I'll change up the whole concept of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of bounce around.
I've been seeing Gabriel Viñas, his work, and when he puts it on like his Instagram, and it's like he starts like just doing little movements in it, and you can already see it coming together. He's amazing at it.
So good at drapery.
Yeah.
So good at it.
Amazing.
Yeah, well, and to look at like stuff like this, I mean, it's like this is incredible. Like if this is just something that you just came up with, like, I'm just gonna do this, like that is, unbelievable.
Thank you so much. I actually, I worked hard for this, by the way, and I learned to make hair with this sculpture.
Oh.
Yeah, I learned from him.
Learning on the fly.
I'm never molding him, but maybe one day. But I think the two parts maybe so difficult. I don't know.
Well, that one shouldn't be too bad to mold.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's flat, right? In the back, like it's for more of a wall hanging kind of piece. Yeah. That one should be pretty.
The inside of the mouth would probably be really tricky, but again, I'm sure there's experts to be, oh no, you just do this.
Right, exactly. Like that's where you start the pour, you pour it right in that, and then everything goes around it. But yeah, it's super intricate. I mean, like how long does something like this take to make?
Well, I can't say exact time, but I guess 3 weeks maybe. Yeah, because
Wow.
when I worked something, and I'm just sculpting and other things too. That's why.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Bouncing around, yeah.
Yeah. It's like reading a book. You read 2 or 3 books, and you don't finish
read.
one at a time.
Right.
I can't read. Okay, Paul. It was an analogy. I know I'm learning to read. All right.
Yeah.
You're so proud of yourself.
I'm like almost to like letter 6. No, what is it? G. At this point.
I can count the potato.
Ahu, your fans are coming out of the woodwork. I'm so happy. Thank you for saying hello. It's
So much, yeah.
yeah.
People are just so supportive, and I cannot thank them enough for this. Yeah, they're just so kind always. I love this rabbit.
Yeah.
That's
One
great.
of my favorites you've done. The look on his face. I mean, everything about it is wonderful. And so the fact that you just learned hair, and there's a hair with hair.
Yeah,
There's so many great pieces. I love that one. Big one.
thank you so much.
Now you digitally sculpt as well, right? Don't you use ZBrush a little bit?
I'm so newbie about it, so I'm just still learning ZBrush, but I'm not good at all. I'm not good with digital things. I'm just trying to I don't know. I'm just trying to change myself about it, change my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes. I mean, a lot of the stuff that you do, that I do see from you, because you sculpt in monster clay and primarily monster clay gray, a lot of times I think it is 3D printed. Like I thought you did it in ZBrush and then cast it or printed it. So your work's fantastic and it's very smooth. It's very polished. So forget ZBrush. You don't even need it. Why would you?
Really? Yeah.
I would love to make some animation. Yeah, that's why I just want to learn about digital art, digital sculpting.
Yeah.
Well, as a digital artist, doing what I do, that was always like the enticement is to make my 2D work into 3D work, and give it motion and these types of things. What I found out was it's like I said like I don't understand like 3D or whatever. I can't wrap my head around it. I get in there and I kind of do stuff. What I found out was that I actually was doing better than I thought. So when I think that whenever you're doing something digitally, I think you can figure it out pretty quick. You just have to be given the space to figure it out and not have to do a project, like, oh, you have to,
Right.
I have to get paid to do this and I have to figure it out really quickly. But maybe that is the way to accelerate learning, is put yourself in the deep end. But I think that if you can do something comparable to this in ZBrush, I think that's a great start. It's better than having to learn like all the interface and stuff like that, and just get in and get dirty. Because I mean, your sculpting for this, as long as you've done this, is so far advanced than I see, and I'm always impressed by that. Like we've had a lot of people on the show that have not been very long in sculpting, but super amazingly detailed at it, and you're a perfect example of that.
Yes, and it makes us very angry because Matt and I have been doing this a lot longer than you, and you're better than us.
Yes.
Yes. Blender is also an option too.
Blender's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's
For
time
margaritas.
management too. It's learning. It's learning another language, right? Ahu? Seriously, it's another language of sculpture. Like you got to start from the beginning. How do I manipulate it in this direction? How do I even turn around to see the side of it?
Right.
How do I go back because I hit a wrong button and just ruined everything?
Yes, that's a good analogy, Paul. But because I'll say this, like Italian is very close to Spanish, and if you know Spanish, you can actually probably do good at Italian and other languages too, because it's all based on the same language, obviously. So it's like I think that's a good analogy. Like all those things are very, very comparable. You just go, oh, that's just the way I do it, you know, and then that becomes your style.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
indeed.
I got a question for you about. Oh, there's my. I love those two guys. Those are so great. I gotta get. Maybe I can talk to somebody who knows how to get a pair of those to me. But anyway, one of the things I'm fascinated by is what's the art scene like in? I mean, now it's pretty global, right? With internet, with Instagram, and everything you're doing is kind of puts you on a world stage. But what's the art scene like in Turkey? I mean, where your hometown is? I mean, do you are there places you can go to showcase this? And I'm just really, I don't know much about Turkey, so I'm really fascinated to hear what that's like.
Well, Turkey is a beautiful country. Actually, it's beautiful for art too, because it's so inspiring. There are a lot of historical places.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the nature is really beautiful. But yeah, I think there are a lot of places about art, but I'm always being my home, and so actually, I guess so. This is just only my opinion, but I think Turkish people just love classic art, just love classic things, cute art, classic art, and
Sure.
yeah, dark art is not that people just don't love dark art. Or
Put
something.
a pink bow on it. Problem solved.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, because if it's traditional art versus the art you do, which is, we'll call it very untraditional, but it's inspiring, interesting, really cool looking art, but it's art nonetheless. And I get your point. So there's more of a focus on traditional, very serious.
It's more accepted.
It's accepted art. Yeah, I get your point. Okay. Well, thanks.
I just wish. Well, in Turkey we don't have Halloween. Yeah, I just wish we have. I'm jealous about it. Yeah.
Hey, how about this? How about Ahu is the first person to bring Halloween to Turkey?
That's right.
Yeah. Why not?
Start a revolution.
It's Ahueen.
Halloween. Good one, Natty.
Oh, you know, I got lots.
From time to time.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Oh, I love it.
I think he's actually onto something. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and pat whoever. Yeah, anybody out there, just that's fine.
By the way, I'm on the side here. I'm trademarking that. So
Yeah, right. So,
Thank you.
well done, sir.
It's intellectual property now of Carvers and Creators.
LLC. All the guys in the back.
Yeah, these are so amazing. Like, all the detail in it is just insane.
Mick, do you have any of her? I don't know, because you've got a good bevy of drawings and stuff you've got on your Instagram I've seen before. Now, or some. I didn't see a whole lot, actually.
Yeah, I actually don't have any of her drawings. No.
But one of the things I'm a huge fan of, beyond that rabbit, which I totally want one, and I want those guys too, but it's just your subject matter. It's just like the most, I don't know, the stuff I wouldn't think of. I just love the fact that you're just kind of like pulling stuff like these guys. I mean, it's really fun, interesting, unique. I guess that's what the world needs, is more unique, out of the box kind of thinkers like you when it comes to art.
Well, I made it with ZBrush, by the way, and and also I made this work with my friend, and he's from Ecuador, yeah. And I think the most beautiful part is just I met so many amazing people. I met so many amazing artists thanks to Instagram, and they are from another different countries, and that's why I can learn about so many different cultures. And I love this. I love my Instagram account. Well,
yeah,
he helped me a lot. with ZBrush.
So is that like the first? That's like one of the first things you did in ZBrush, huh?
Yeah. I
Really
made
good.
a cat, alien cat. This is my
So cool.
All cats are real.
There we go. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So much detail.
Yeah, I really love detail, and sometimes I forget about the whole picture because I'm always trying to do something.
Do you take your own pictures, or they're very, very good?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm taking my own pictures.
Okay. Oh, so good. Is there any creatures like this in Turkey? Like this seems more like a desert. This would be more closer to Matt in Arizona than so
Chameleons.
reptiles.
Isn't that like South America?
South America potentially, yeah.
Actually, no. I'm always trying to be an universal person. That's why I'm just doing so many things, so many different things. Yeah, it's not from my country, maybe, but I love my country too. Yeah.
It's fantastic. Oh, Jim. Hey, Jim. No, you sculpted this, correct? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
See,
she sculpted it with guys.
It's very finished, so it gives the appearance that it was printed.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. You're better than a computer.
Thank you.
No?
Yeah, you don't need one. You're better than it. You already beat it.
Yes, exactly. It would always slow you down, this ZBrush. I mean, just like.
Oh yeah.
Oh. These are castings actually, and these are well, these are they have a lot of mistakes, and they're I'm sorry for my English, but I can show you something. These skulls, I made a lot of them. There are a lot of casting, and yeah, I sculpted so many different things with them, and they're just like, you know, they're one of them.
So are a lot of these things behind you in your cabinet there? A lot of your sculptures that you've made?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And now, if people want to buy them from you, if people watching tonight are like, I gotta have the It Clown or something like that. How would they contact you on Instagram or do you even sell them? I guess I don't know.
Well, I tried to sell my works, but it was hard for me, and I have a connection with them, and it's just really hard to give them to another people.
Oh, okay.
It's too emotional, but I have some really hard times about it, and they're my children.
Yeah.
I'm not good at selling. It's maybe I'm kidding, but yeah, I'm not good at selling. That's why I'm just trying to find my own way, and it's more important for me.
Yeah.
No,
I get that. I mean, there's times where I hate when I'm making so much I wouldn't want to sell it to somebody because I'm like, I don't want to take your money for that piece of crap. Other times I'll make something and I'll really, really like it and I won't want to see it go away. But yeah, I'm with you. But then again, most of the time I'm carving a pumpkin, so it does go away anyway. But I'm with you. When you put your heart and soul into it and you really love the process, that's what we found over the years. Is like the process of making it like endears you to the thing you're making so much that it can be hard to like let it go because like you it's your baby. You built it, and it's something that means a lot to you. So yeah, getting some money for it that's really cool and great. Believe me.
Need money. I hate this.
Money, yeah, necessary.
Yeah, but actually, once I made Freddy Krueger's head, baby Freddy Krueger's head, because the actress who played his mother, she asked me to do it, and then I just, what, me? Oh, come on, okay, I can do this, I hope so. And she was so patient with me. She waited for weeks, and then she's so kind, by the way. And then I made Freddy Krueger's head and then sent her, and she's still I can well, she really loved him, and she's going everywhere with him, and I'm so happy about this selling. Yeah, this is my
that's
only.
so great.
Yeah, that's so great.
Wow, and by the way, this looks like a 3D printed ZBrush. This is a sculpture you made. This is amazing to me. It's like, Paul, doesn't that look like it's something you like right off the screen of it?
Up until 5 minutes ago, when she explained that it wasn't ZBrush, I would have bet 4 of my 5 fingers on my left hand that it was ZBrush.
Yeah,
yeah.
But that shows a great knowledge of lighting too. To because ZBrush, half the beauty of it is when you get this perfect lighting all the time in the model, so you're able to light your sculptures really well for photography too, which is another reason why your Instagram account is so much fun to scroll through, because all the pictures are really well done.
Yeah, great point.
You can teach me how to do that, because I just have a couple of photos and post away. Yeah, well, our whole thing too is you got to remember, this is going to be gone.
Yeah.
This is rotting right now. It wants to leave. So the moment we finish, or we feel that it's finished, right, we'll kind of play with lighting and make sure we can get a decent photo, because in an hour or two, that photo isn't going to look the same, because something on this surface will have changed and dried out.
Yeah.
So I'm very jealous that you have all your stuff. But then again, I'm not jealous, because like you said, you refer to them as your babies.
Yeah.
If I kept all my babies, some of which are like 50, 60 pounds, I'd be like, there's crazy cat ladies, I'd be the crazy pumpkin dude. I would just be stuck in my house, like through valleys of.
Yes. You beg people to take it away, let alone want to keep it.
No, I get all it. At this point, I'm like, just get it out of my house. I literally, sometimes the next morning, I get up and toss it as far as I can into my backyard.
Yeah. There's something gratifying about smashing one the next day. Like, it already is like changed. Like Paul said, it looks different now, and it's like starting to. So it's past its beauty shot time. So when you throw that bastard on the ground in the back or something like that and watch it come apart, you're like, oh, you're just like there's something to it. I don't know.
It's like Office Space.
Exactly. It's that damn copier or the printer.
Yeah.
Here he is.
Oh, there it is.
It's the same one, yeah.
In the flesh. Oh my gosh.
He has a lot of fear.
Amazing.
Was that glued on? I mean, I'm assuming. How did you? Yeah. Okay.
Well, actually, this is my first eye. I was learned eye making from him, and also I cannot say I'm not a professional at fear, because it's not look professional, but I still love him. And also at that time I was very new molding and casting, and I was making a lot of mistakes, and actually this casting was one of my mistakes, and then I just wanted to give him a life, and that's why he has a creepy soul right now. And I love him because I just learned from my mistakes. I think it's a message. Yeah, it's a message. We can learn from our mistakes, and I have a lot of mistakes, and still great. Yeah, still I'm doing my best. That's why I love him very much.
Well, the fact that you're a hard worker is pretty evident. I mean, you got to be into it. You got to love you're very passionate about it. But then to be a hard worker on top of that, and not be into the detail and not afraid of ZBrush and all those things, it sure shows, because you just continue getting better and better. It's fun to watch.
I also made it with cosplay, by the way.
Really?
got
The ears
Yeah.
are very flexible.
cosplay.
How flexible are the ears? Don't break the ears, please.
Well, it's
It's pretty
it's
thick.
Got a little
to-
play. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I just didn't want to see one of them snap off because I
Yeah.
asked you. Oh, it'll ruin my day.
Although that would make for a great little clip.
Oh,
Yeah.
We'd be
The moment everybody turned on Paul.
Remember, we're all about ratings.
right here. Yeah.
No, this is amazing. And then I wanted to know this because I saw this other picture, but I think it's not related, but yet related. Like what is the difference between what we saw before and now this?
These are just my first eyes. By the way, I learned.
Oh, wow.
I was learning at that times, and I buy this here. I buy this. It's a whole. It's not. I'm not adding them. It's just I'm gluing.
Like
On
patch.
the rabbit.
Fur?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, do you, from an eye perspective, are you learning the eyes through? Oh, I love that. That's really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Ahu, when it comes to the eyes, you said you're just learning them. Are you taking a class? Or are you just doing an online tutorial? Or are you there's a specific person you're following to? Because I know there's really good eye makers out there. I certainly have seen a few really good ones.
I'm just
Studying.
Yeah.
well, I'm just I forgot the question, by the way. I'm sorry.
No. I did for doing eyes. You mentioned you're working on them now, or you're studying. Are you taking a class? Or are you going through somebody?
No,
Or
I just
online?
work. I just work, and I just maybe sometimes maybe I can look some reference pictures. Oh, but I hate watching videos. Actually, I'm not good at. So I think I'm a think person and also do person. Just I'm sitting and trying to do, and a lot of make mistakes, and then I can learn, and then I learn.
Right.
It's
I can only take in so much knowledge at a time. I usually I'll watch a video till I see the one thing I was trying to get out of it. And even though I know if I watch the rest of the video, I'll probably get a lot more out of it, I just stop because my attention span is that of a goldfish. But if you can just hold on to a little bit, and somebody could show you could watch 20 videos on how to ride a unicycle and go out and break your leg in 5 seconds trying to ride a unicycle.
Right.
Watching a video is not the same as doing, right? So you need to do it over and over and over again until you actually retain the knowledge and the skills and the coordination to pull off a lot of this stuff. So I'm assuming making eyes is tougher than it looks, because I do watch a lot of these videos on how people make it, and I usually shut these videos off halfway through because I'm like, well, there's a lot of steps that go into this.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping it was like two steps.
Yeah.
I don't even make pancakes unless it comes in the instant box. Eggs, oil, what?
Oh,
Jesus, you took the fun out of brick.
These, and you realize how intricate that eyes are.
Yeah,
There's a lot to them.
seriously.
Yeah.
Now you're just showing off. You know what I mean? You're just showing off. You just know everything.
There's those skulls that were from before, right?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yep.
Here.
Oh, working them in.
Yeah, all those skulls right there, all the way around. That's what that's from.
Amazing.
Actually, I called it the cycle of hope. it has a message too. I love messaging thing. Yeah, I just want to. Well, I just want to be a real artist. Yeah, I can maybe I think maybe we can be good at sculpting or good at drawing something or painting or anything like this. But real art maybe has a message. It's carry it has to carry a message. I think so.
Mhm.
And it's from my it's just from my hard times, and I realized that at that part in my life, I was feeling really hopeless, and then I realized I feeling hopeless, but hope still is there. And then I just wanted to reflect these feelings with my work, and that's why I just made her. And actually, I'm trying to be good at. I'm trying to learn about anatomy too. It's
Oh, yeah.
so important. Yeah, I'm actually not good at the anatomical things, but I'm doing my best because I think every artist or every sculptor or every kind of person has to know about anatomy. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still trying to learn, but yeah, that's why I love her, because I learned so many things about anatomy.
I think you're very
Well,
modest. You're very
Yeah.
modest. There's another sign of a great artist when you're constantly trying to learn. You're saying you don't know much about anatomy, but that looks pretty anatomically correct to me.
I agree.
The neck, everything looks great. I mean, and the skulls, that's the start of anatomy, right? Is learning how to sculpt a skull.
I love sculpting skull.
Yeah, and whenever we sculpt faces, we sort of have to think of the shapes that lie underneath the skin while we're carving away. So if I can't take away that arch, or I have to make sure I take away enough to expose, say, the cheeks, and where does the muscle come in here. So I again, I've watched a million videos on anatomy, and I find myself eating a bowl of cereal and drawing on a napkin 10 minutes in. I have but the little over the years I've learned anatomy, mostly about the face, but it comes in little bits, and you already have taken a chunk off it. You've already got a torso. Like, do you do a lot of full body sculpting? Is that in the cards for you? Like, do you want to make maquettes?
Yeah, it's so hard for me actually. I don't like sculpting full bodies, but I will sculpt.
Yeah.
About it. It's just maybe my only full bodies, not full, by the way.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's a great start. Obviously, I mean, there's a full body.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so big. It's different. It's not my creature, so I think it's different.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, if you're just gonna sculpt without any reference or anything, you want to just know where everything goes, right? That comes with time, I guess. But
when we were interviewing like Mark Newman, Paul, like some of the stuff he does, like the instant, and you can see not only the anatomy's spot on, but that it's flowing. I think that's probably what you're saying is like movement and having the body twist and be 100% recognizable to the human eye. That's a whole world of talent just to get to that level. But and I recall a lot of sculptors that we've had on have that like just an innate ability. But like you said, I think Paul and I are also one step behind everyone because we usually don't use reference until late, and so it takes that study, like you were saying. You look at a million pieces of reference, and then it obviously pays off because it looks a lot more realistic. So.
Why are you gonna say we're a full step behind, man? Come on, that's not.
Well, I'm just saying because we usually on the show we don't usually use references. That's all.
We make a lot of references. We just don't use a lot.
Oh,
hey, oh!
I even made a reference that Paul that you didn't even get tonight. So like that,
what?
I felt very. I was like, wow, that's awesome.
Go to the tape. Go to which one? What are you talking about?
the crying
The
Indian
colonoscopy.
70s
No,
commercial.
I do remember that. I remember that. The whole time I just wanted to, I was trying to let you off with a free pass, but you had to dig it up. So I get to get my little reference in there. They're called Native Americans. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha.
All right. All right.
Yeah, that's good. PC, baby. PC.
Gotcha.
Yeah. My kid did that to me a couple years ago. And now I get to get everybody else with it.
Gotcha.
Bastards.
Yeah. This is.
Look at Alan.
It's-
Oh yeah, I love these guys. And you're painting. You mentioned you do the Tim Gore bloodline, which we love Tim Gore.
Hey.
So did you just kind of learn, and you have airbrush as well? Did you just kind of pick that up yourself? Just once you started doing 3D like sculpting, you just decided to paint on them and experimented till you got good.
Well, actually, I'm so not good at painting. I don't like too much about painting, but I'm using airbrush, yes, and well, I think painting with airbrush is easier than the other way. I don't like to use brushes. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's looking just more. I don't know that word, but it's look more
Realistic.
I think. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
It's smoother or something. Yeah.
Just smoother. Yeah, smoother. Thank you.
Well, brush strokes, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Jonathan Fuller sent us an amazing copy of the Cyclops that we did on one of the shows, and he sent us a blank latex foam mask bust of it. So both of us were like, "Well, we have to paint it," and that was a challenge. And I have an airbrush, and I ended up painting over the airbrushing with brushes.
Oh, I never saw your finished one, Paul. Break it out.
You want to break it out? I'll break it out. Hold on.
I haven't seen it.
Jonathan liked it, so that was pretty cool.
I called him up and I'm like, dude, I want to send this back to you and you can just paint over it. He's like, all right, dude, if you want me to. I'm like, and I haven't sent it yet. But I keep staring at it thinking I should, but because he's gonna do 10 times better than I would. But anyway, I guess I'd just be happy with what I did. I don't know. Yeah, I got mine right here. So mine's quasi done, I guess.
Wow.
I tried to go like kind of a, I don't know. There's so many things I don't like about it.
I love it.
A dead milky eye there. So anyway, I want to go darker back through here again, but hi, Mom.
Right, yeah. Let's see. Hold on, let me fix my
Oh yeah,
camera.
you went. Oh, that's so cool. I should have gone darker skin. Damn it. And you closed the eye.
See how it was all puffy with the foam, so I kind of gave it that chopped off head look.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look, eyelashes.
That is a great idea to close the eye. I kept my eye open. Damn it.
So now he just sits on a wall out at my office area.
Okay,
So it
so
looks
we
like
got it. Yeah.
That's cool.
Very cool.
But I airbrushed that and then gave up hope. So you're braver than I am because I can't airbrush worth a shite.
Language.
Sorry,
It's kids out there, you know.
there are kids in the other room.
All right, so I want to see what your how far you've gotten so far. Maybe is that jumping the gun, Mickey? I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Go for it. Go ahead.
Can we see what we're working on already? Are you? Is it too early to see it?
First.
Oh, so it's
there-
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of blocking out. I think we
Yeah.
all have a lot.
This takes a while.
I will finish her.
The crying woman, right? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Crying female. Okay.
Her eyebrows. You can see her eyebrows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
So that's the thing about like making a female face that just always stymies me. It's like because the features aren't so blocky. You have to round them off and make them smaller and petite and pretty, even if it's anyway. So I'm
No, my lady's not gonna be pretty. My lady's
What's that?
My lady's gonna win the bag over your head award.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Yeah, she's not gonna be a very good looking woman. She's gonna have a great personality though. Her personality is gonna be through the roof.
Right. She's good for you, you know. And
Yes. See, I always have to steer down the road of older woman, and then I think like the sad older woman, like just the weight of the world is coming down on her. So I'm gonna do like I like to do sometimes, which is put her under like a hood.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
She'll be under the hood, and maybe she'll be facing down a little bit, and we'll wrinkle this thing up and pull all that back in.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's gonna make sense. Watch, you'll see.
Stay tuned, kids.
Yes.
Fingers crossed, guys, because
Yes.
I still have no idea what I'm doing.
A lot of possibilities there, though.
So many possibilities, except for supermodel. This is not going to be a supermodel.
Oh, I love these little guys.
Thank you. I just wanted to sculpt some insects, and they turning into these. Yeah.
Wow, that's a great idea.
Yeah, this is cosplay again, by the way.
Okay.
I love using cosplay.
Yeah. So that's the go-to.
And also I paint them with watercolors. Yeah.
Watercolor.
Yeah,
Do you-
I think it's a good idea. Watercolors
Do you-
with cosplay.
So you bake it, obviously, right? So do you paint it before you bake it? Does that help at all, or do you do it after?
Before bake it. Yeah.
So it bakes into the clay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! I'm learning. I'm learning. Educational, guys.
That's
I
right.
love it. They work.
It's a reading rainbow.
Yes.
Yes.
Take a look. It's in a book.
The more you learn.
The more you know. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
cool.
It's my character.
Oh,
Still trying to make my own styles with my sculptures. It's one
Yes,
of them.
you definitely have your own style. I think maybe you don't see it, but I know I see it. A lot of times I'll know it's yours when something pops up. So I think that's what dictates a style, right? When you can identify someone's work. So you have a style. So you have to stop saying that now. You officially have style. And it's a good style. I like it. Might have to copy a couple of those pumpkins at some point.
I know. Those are awesome.
and here's more of that close up of that. That she had going. Yeah.
Does he have a name?
Dorian Gray.
Yeah.
It's from Dorian Gray. And actually, one of my American friends, he told me about it, and then I think I just thought I can do it, and then I love Oscar Wilde, but I've never watched that movie. I just read the book, and then it's Dick Smith style, I think so.
Oh yes, totally Dick. Okay.
Yeah, he's an amazing artist. He was an amazing artist.
Yeah.
Didn't John Caglione study with him?
Yeah, he was his.
And Brian, right?
Yeah,
Brian.
Yeah. We are so happy to have like guests like that have like actually worked with the folks like Dick Smith and I mean, you name it, right? The people we idolize, like him and shoot. Well, there's so many. I don't even know where to start. So I'm going to stop. But yeah, it's just embarrassment of riches, Paul always says, because we have guests who we just fawn over them and like, oh my God, you worked with him. Oh my God. And so and you can see it in their style, and you can see it here because it's totally that's his style.
Right. And now we have Ahu here, who's of the same cloth. Like she loves the same exact art. It's like, hello, welcome to the tribe. You're with one of us.
And she took the challenge, Paul. I mean, so we couldn't be here.
It's a very good point. I'm having trouble with the challenge.
Yeah, I am. This is not a fun one.
we kid. We'll finish them, and they're going to be wonderful, and it's going to be beautiful. Well, it's definitely not going to be beautiful, but it'll definitely be wonderful.
You know who I thought of when I saw these is like in Ray Harryhausen's kind of style, like what was the movie Clash of the Titans? Didn't that kind of like that kind of style, like those kind of firm but like muscular faced like demon guys. Anyway, I saw that one, immediately thought of Clash of the Titans.
I love Ray Harryhausen, but I never watched that movie either. I worked hard for this too. There are a lot of details in this work actually, but yeah, I love details, and it's actually I just wanted to sculpt a witch, but
from a scale perspective, because I know you do things that are about roughly the same. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Paul. I had to ask, right?
Yeah.
There he is. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, see what I mean? Like this was all coming right from there. And thank you, Mickey. Look at you.
Yes.
But I wanted to show you something. It's Ray Harryhausen's work, but sorry, I'm stuck. It's Medusa.
Oh yes, Medusa.
And
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, see, I knew there was something. There was absolutely. I love that. Okay. So that's like right out of the movie too. That's like the same exact character. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Now, when did you make that? When did you make that one?
How long ago did you make that one, Ahu?
I'm sorry.
How long ago? 5 years? 1 year?
When did you make it?
When?
This?
Yeah.
I guess I'm not sure, but 3 years ago maybe. I'm not sure, but yeah. I'm sorry. By the way, sometimes I just focus on my mind and
you're doing great. Doing great.
So sorry for this.
Oh, good. Let's see here. Yeah, we saw this one, and I mean, your skulls are
skulls
amazing.
Are... Thank you.
I love the hearts for eyes.
They have tears.
Yeah, they're it's so amazing, so good. And you keep all these? You don't sell any of these?
Sell one day, just not nowadays. Yeah.
Got it.
Well, the next question is: do you just give them away?
Yeah.
Wow. See, I love those.
Those are amazing.
I love insects. I actually I read some things, I guess written by Nietzsche. I'm not sure, but if you kill a cockroach, you will be a hero. If you kill a beautiful butterfly, and then you will be a villain and evil. I'm not sure that word, but I don't like aesthetic standards, and that's why I love bugs. I love insects, and I love these guys. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're great. I don't know which one I like better either.
Yeah,
they're both so different enough that they stand out in their own way. They stand alone, I guess. They're unique. I love it.
Actually, I inspired for the color one. Yeah, I inspired from something, but I cannot remember. Maybe it was a game or something colorful. But I cannot remember. I'm sorry.
Remember that game Cooties when you were a little kid?
Yeah, that kind of reminds me. Yeah, the legs. Yeah.
The legs you plug in the side, and then it's like you have to build the whole bug or something. Yeah, something like that. That's
I love that.
I
was a big fan.
Yeah, big fan.
Big fan.
Oh, by the way, these are castings. I forgot to say.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
they're it's the same one, just painted different.
Yeah,
that's kind of why I like it. It's almost like it reminds me of like and this is gonna sound weird, but like how NFTs are all just it's like the same thing done in a different way that makes it completely unique.
Right.
Now, if you make 999,000 more of those, you could be unbelievable. Just make sure they're all unique, and you could be the richest woman on earth.
It would take a little bit of time, but you
bringing up cooties right now.
It is very similar.
That's the game. That's it. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have played the game if they looked like hers. Those would scare the hell out of me.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah,
no way. That would have scared the hell out of me as a kid.
Yeah, that's
what makes them so good.
Super cool. Super cool.
I'm not good with compliments or something. That's why I just say thank you. No, but to say
we'll try to stop, but I don't think we will. We'll try.
Yeah, no. We'll definitely let you know. It's amazing, just amazing work. Let's go around the horn and see what everybody's creating. I'll start with you, Paul.
Oh, great! Thanks. You're the best. Like I said, I'm still roughing, but I still got to figure out how to make it a woman's nose. That's why I'll make her an older woman. I narrow it down. It's not gonna be so wide. Some stuff. I'm gonna. It's hard to tell, but where we take it in, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This will all be a hood,
mm-hmm.
and then we'll bring. I'll figure it out. There's a lot of room for interpretation.
Yeah.
Don't worry, she's gonna be a sad woman. She's gonna be so sad she's gonna make you cry.
Oh,
anatomy. There we go. Okay. So I don't know if how well you can see.
Yeah.
So I got my thickish pumpkin. I mean, Paul, look, I got room even into the mouth there.
Wow.
So I'm pleased about that part. But right now it's just kind of the really rough block of a sad woman's face, and I'm throwing the word woman out there because it could be a man right now, but I'm just saying woman because I got to channel that.
It looks feminine.
Okay, all right. Well, she's going to be a little voluptuous. I'm going to give her some chinage going on here, maybe some big cheeks.
Very nice, very nice.
But and some big plump lips, and then the eyes are the part that are going to be like hopefully the crying part. I got to look at some crying eyes to get that right because I don't know what kind of lids to give him. Because anyway, it'll get there.
Yeah.
Okay, I love the lips. I think they're beautiful.
Yeah. No, we can see it fine, man.
Okay.
They're not beautiful. They're pumpkin. This squash. Pat, to answer your question, yes, I did add on the nose. It's an odd shape, so I had to make do. It's like a peanut, right? So that's where my nose is gonna go. Right where you don't want it to go.
Yeah.
You want
the opposite.
Right. Here, so I gotta blend. I gotta cut away a lot more to get it to blend, but
from the front, Paul, I mean, you can't really even see. You hit the seams already really well. Yeah.
Listen,
have you done this before, sir?
Maybe once or twice.
Okay.
Yes. You're looking at a professional, folks.
By no means.
Get back in awe, people.
What do you got?
All right.
Okay. Yeah, she is.
Oh, yeah.
She will have 4 eyebrows. Yeah.
Okay.
When I finish her.
Oh my God.
Flying along.
It's not good right now, but I will do something about it.
You have plenty of time. There's no time limit on.
Yeah.
The only people that have time limits in this whole scenario is Matt and I, and the only reason there is a time limit is because they rot. That's what puts us on the clock. So we got to make sure we finish them in the next couple of days if they're well refrigerated.
Right.
But I can't wait to see how yours comes out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta-
Definitely share it with us.
I
Yeah,
gotta
definitely.
dump a bunch of stuff out of my fridge now. This thing's big. I gotta clear.
I know, so much for food.
Yeah, no more. I guess no more food or beer in my fridge. It'll be all pumpkins. Whatever's left.
Unbelievable.
Nice. Well, if you want to see more of Ahu's work, please go to her Instagram. Is there anywhere else where we can see your work, or is this where we should go?
Actually, I don't have any places. I just, I will have maybe Twitter account or maybe ArtStation, but not now. It's only
Okay.
I have Instagram. Yeah.
Well, go here. There's plenty of great work that she does, and you are an artist that has so much work that I had trouble choosing your work. I was like, there's more. It's incredible the work that you do and how much you share. It's really incredible.
And she's just getting started, Mickey.
Yeah.
This is like,
Yeah,
what,
she's
we're
just-
starting on the time.
Yeah, she's getting her feet wet in this carving game.
We'll have to get you over to the States. We'll have to
Yes.
get you over here for an event or something, so everybody can see your work in person.
Yeah.
There's
so
a big convention coming up in June. I'm just saying.
Yes.
Monsterpalooza. You gotta come out to LA.
Monsterpalooza.
Yes.
Come. I would love to come, but I don't know. But who knows? Maybe I can have some money in that.
There you go.
You'd have to sell some of your children, obviously. Your baby.
Yeah.
Once you let go,
That's how that
you gotta
works.
let go. You gotta let
So
go.
Yeah, we'll have a big going away ceremony for them. You know, we can just it's like this one's a plane ticket. This one's a plane
Yes.
ticket.
Yeah.
Oh my
This,
God.
this one's a hotel.
Yes, and weirdly, there might be a place where you could actually carve. We have some guys that are below you might have a table that you could come and carve at, and people could see all your talent up close. How you do so? But I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, Mickey, please, Mickey, come on.
Yes. Our booth is a home for friends of the show to
Yes.
show off, if you will, to show their skills and sell their products.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sculpt
Their
and
children.
hang out.
Their children. Sell their children.
Sell it. Right. Or you can always give your children away. I mean, that's like
I'm sorry, by the way.
Oh, lights
yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
spooky lighting.
out. Mood lighting.
Yeah.
Well, this is where we're at. We're at on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Guys, any last words before we sign off for this week?
go follow her.
Follow her.
Thank
Follow
you.
her to the ends of the earth. She's amazing. Thank you for being here with us. This was really fun.
Yeah.
A
Sorry
holiday
for my,
treat, if you will.
by the way.
No need to apologize. You did fantastic.
You did better than we did. We stumbled over our words like
Believe
crazy.
me. Yeah, we were so thankful to have you on all the way from Turkey at now almost 4:30 in the morning. I mean, you need to get to bed. Put it that way. No more coffee.
No, she needs to have
Yeah,
breakfast.
for real.
Yeah, go have breakfast. There we go. Oh my God. Wild. So thankful you came on with us.
Yes, we'll have to have you back.
Yes.
We'll have to have you back if you can stay up
Yes.
this late again. So
That's right.
Exactly. We might even change our schedule for you so you can actually be up during normal hours. How about
we gotta
that?
do. You mean we gotta do it at 3:00 in the morning?
Well, I'm sure our guys will accommodate, right, guys? Yeah.
I can do anything. I can do
Yeah.
anything.
Why not? We could have mimosas instead of beer. I'm good.
Exactly.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm secure in who I am. I love mimosas. They're amazing.
Would you drink a Cosmopolitan?
I would drink the hell out of a Cosmopolitan. Put it in front of me. I'm gonna take care of it.
There you go.
That's about it.
Knock it down. You can call it whatever you want, Mick. Just
Okay.
Yeah, call me whatever you want. Just don't call me liquid dinner.
All right. Well, we will see you next Thursday with another Carvers and Creators. Thank you for joining us tonight. For Matt Harper, Paul Dever, Ahu, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we will see you next Thursday. Good night, everyone. Take care.
Night, everybody.